Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. It's a Friday night on the 25th of April. And welcome, everybody coming in here. Sunchild, everybody, Pam. We just posted our new video for Saturday night. Tomorrow night is Ashtar Command Night on Encounters. And we'll be discussing the new Earth Head. Good to see you, sister. Cleo, everybody come, Victor, Loretta. So you might just have seen, I just posted it 15 minutes ago, so you'll see it now. I FYP'd FYP viral for the show. Hey, sister. Bobby Lee, welcome. Rudy, welcome to the show. Everybody coming in here. You're watching Encounters. And we get into, for new people, we get into the spiritual aspects, the cosmic aspects of the whole subject. We don't talk about, did you see a spaceship? What color was it? What was the metal? What was the bolts on it? Did it have, did it look solid? No, we don't get into the technical details. We get into the spiritual cosmic realm of this UFO subject matter, which I've been involved with for over 21 years, 22 years, or more than that. Crystal, everybody coming here, welcome. You'll never see any images. When I do images on our green screen, you'll never see any images of negative ETs or the ones that look scaly, or a lot of people that are into this UFO thing. They're always showing pictures of, for whatever reason, it just seems to be the thing, including on cable TV, on shows. They always show, for the most part, they show always the ones that look like they have scales on them or big eyes, or look like they're going to gobble you up or something. I don't know what it is with pop culture on our planet that the presentation of an extraterrestrial, when it's presented, is showing someone who's not looking like us, but is looking completely ready to gobble us up. I don't get it. I never have, Alicia, thank you for being here. Monica, hey, Whirlwind, welcome to the show. Everybody coming in here, welcome. We're glad to have you all with us. And Anna, thank you for the share. Everybody coming in there, thank you for being here. Cleo, thank you. We appreciate the heart. Thank you for the Join My Team heart. Etheric, Bifrost, Melbalia, good to see you. Evening. Good evening, all. So we're going to be talking, hey, Music Love and Karen. We're going to get into, as we always do, a lot of interesting things. Just to give you an update, hey, Duke, good to see you back, brother. I did my thing. I told you about TikTok. I couldn't, that my recordings were not available. Well, within 24 hours, all my recordings are available. TikTok, thank you. TikTok's technical support team fixed it. And so I've got, I think, 2 more shows to upload. So it's been fixed. I had emailed them and contacted TikTok's technical support, and they're real people out there at TikTok. So I thank TikTok for fixing my problem I had yesterday with trying to download my stuff onto YouTube. So it's all fixed. That was like a big deal. So I appreciate that. Rick, good to see you. Marinee, welcome to the show. Rachel, everybody coming in here. XX King, welcome XX King. If you're new to the show, just say I'm new to the show because we love all the new people. Please follow me on my bio, press the follow button and the like button. We want to get to 100,000 likes by 1 a.m. Our show goes for 2 hours. We keep it that way for, sometimes we go over it, but we try to stay at 2 hours for the most part. Melissa Neal, good to see you. And we had some great, we don't have any apple cider right now. We ran out on drinking cold water with ice cubes, which is even better. Joe Quick, science experiment. He says, hello from New Brunswick. Hey, Daniel, good to see you always. Leica, hey, Leica. Gary Hass in Iowa, good to see you. Randall, good to see you. Everybody coming in here. And it's just early yet. Shay, I think it's Shaylin. Hey, Shaylin, Margot, McFadden, Dragon Candy, good to see you. Everybody, Nella Joe, Simple Man 34. Hey, welcome, Simple Man. Good to have you with us. Good evening. And everybody else out there, wherever you are, if I kept saying good evening to everybody, I'd be doing that for 2 hours, but I'm not going to do it. But just welcome everybody, Star, everybody coming in here. My fishing, thank you for the gift. We appreciate that very much. And we're going to get into a lot. We never know what's going to happen on this show. If you've been watching Mary, Virginia, if you ever watched this show for 3 years, we're very spontaneous. It's been a very spontaneous thing. I like it that way. I never know what my guests are gonna. Well, I know what the topics are, but I never know what stories are going to be heard. Hey, Vizela. I never know. Hey, Lisa. I never know. Hey, Teddy. I never know what people are going to talk about. Whether they're going to say, I've been taken on a spaceship. CRS Bob, good to see you. Alex. So we never know what's going to happen here. So if you're new, you're going to get addicted to this show. I guarantee you. I've had people addicted to this show since I've been on day one. Get free stuff. That's an interesting name. Birdie0630, welcome. Dwayne Johnson. Hey, Dwayne, good to have you with us. Victor, hey, Victor. And just in general, everybody out here, welcome. Hey, Victor. Welcome today, Debbie. So let's get in. Eeyore, hey, Eeyore, welcome to the show. And V, everybody out there. We're at 73 people right now. We should be popping up. Please keep tapping. Everybody taps as you're getting in here. One of the foundations of the show is you must tap. Because when you tap on the top right screen, it says 7.7. You make the numbers go up. Every person that comes in here. Right now, I can tell you we've had 149 people view the show, even though it says 84. 153 people are viewing the show. So as people come through TikTok who are coming and scanning my show, I'm going to wager a bet here. Hey, Tara, for all those people scanning TikTok, I do it too. I will wager you to come in here and stay here for at least 5 or 10 minutes and watch the show. And then if you watch the show, I actually will predict you will be hooked to the show and you will be actually addicted to Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on TikTok for over 3 years. I guarantee it. Right now, we've had 170 people view the show for like a split second. And now if they're willing to come in here, Anastasia, welcome to the show. I guarantee you folks out there in TikTok land, this is where you want to be. This is where you're going to want to be when contact happens. This is where you want to be when disclosure happens. This is when you want to be when you hear true stories from people that are being contacted in their homes by space people. You're going to hear those stories here. When people in the government who have TikTok come on here and they want to disclose something, they come here to disclose it. For the last 3 years, we've had people formerly in the military with top security clearance come here on Encounters and disclose information. So this is where you want to be. I guarantee it. Now, you can go on TikTok and watch somebody doing a dance party or, singing, having karaoke, or you can come in here and really have some really good information. Good to have everybody. Liddell, good to see you, everybody. Matt, JM665. Steph, good to see you. Hey, Gabby, good to see you always. Hey, Sue House, welcome. Just everybody come in here. We're really amped up tonight. We're going to have a good show tonight, as we always do. And I'm glad to see all the new people and all the regular folks watching this TV program, Encounters. So welcome. Now, tomorrow night, we're going to be getting into, hey, JoJo, we're going to be getting into what the future is for our planet. I think it's important tomorrow night to discuss, just not only that, it's the Ashtar Command night, Saturday night on Encounters. So it's going to be everything related to the Ashtar Command, where we're going, what we're going to be, who we want to be, what's going to happen. That's always been on the mind of people right now. We know that there's a large spaceship off the coast of the southern coastal part on the Atlantic in Florida. I've watched the reports about it. It's a huge ship. The ship came from under the ocean. We've briefly talked about it. There are people in Florida that live on the coastal areas that have seen the ship. This is over a month or two ago. This ship, and there are other ships with it that are off the coast of Florida in what we call the Bermuda Triangle, historically speaking. These ships are coming from beneath the ocean. They're coming from some sort of a space base off the coast of Florida. There is a lot of activity there. The military quietly, well, not quietly, they've been trying to intercept some of these craft. They can't do it. They've been trying to intercept these spaceships. They can't do it. I never understood why the military would call on their people to get in these jets and try to intercept these spaceships. I never understood, hey, Daniel Starr, why they would try to intercept these spaceships. Mr. Bray, good to see you. Because, in fact, these spaceships can go 10 times faster than any jet that we put up in the air from the Air Force. I don't care what technology we have. I don't care if we have one of those triangular craft that are reverse engineered. These spaceships are far more advanced than those reverse engineered ships. Absolutely, far more advanced, you know. And hey, Palladium Rainbow, good to see you. So the ships are starting to make themselves known. The space people in these ships are saying it's now time. We're showing ourselves. We're coming out of the ocean. Here we are, but you're not going to touch us. And let me tell you something. That big ship over the Atlantic Ocean, they can't touch that thing. Are they kidding me? Are they going to, whatever? If the only thing they can do is maybe observe it, and if they try to even shoot at it, those weapons would be neutralized in like 2 seconds on that Air Force jet. I guarantee you. There's no way. This is how primitive the thinking is of people who tell these pilots to get up there and do this stuff. How primitive. Now they have helicopters observing it too. But whatever weapons the Air Force has that they're thinking of using to try to intercept one of these things and capture it, they're absolutely out of their minds. Absolutely out of their minds, And it is a mothership. So, we're kind of amped up tonight about the mothership. You see, here's a mothership right here above me. That's just an idea of what the mothership would look like. This mothership out off the ocean is a huge circular mothership. This thing is huge. And they've been trying to do whatever they're doing, Yeah, I saw the movie Abyss. That was a great movie, by the way. And actually, the space beings in that sci-fi movie were actually very loving and peaceful. And I saw that movie. That was really kind of interesting how one group of people on that experiment beneath the ocean, realized that the beings that were there were very peaceful and advanced, and they were living in the ocean. So yeah, I remember that The Abyss was a great movie. The mothership this mothership probably has thousands upon thousands of space people. I think what they're doing is they're trying to, like they say, they're trying to gradually let the people of Earth know that we're here. They're trying to let us know that we've been here for billions of years, under the ocean, in the ocean, and we've been on the surface for all this time, not even knowing that they're right here below us. Not to mention what's coming above us. But when we think of our Earth people, think of our oceans, think of our seas, the depths of our seas and oceans, the deepest part of those parts of the water around the world. And in those deepest parts of the ocean where we cannot go, or the deepest parts of the seas where we've never been to, that's where the space people are. They have space cities, they have big ships, and they have ship bases. And these ships, when they go to the surface, like this mothership that came out of the ocean off the coast of Miami, I think it is. No, it was in Miami. It was somewhere near that. It was in that southern eastern area. It's been there. There's not just a mothership, but there are other vessels of light that are there too in the ocean. And so people who are recording this have said they've seen military helicopters and Air Force jets trying to intercept or go near the mothership. Now, I'm sure that the government's recording, they'd be kind of ridiculous not to. Recording this, they'll never show it to the public. But I'm sure they're on top of this thing, recording it for their own purposes. Oh, God, who said never mind? I don't know if anyone said never mind. Who said never mind here? Yep, Daniel said, yep, portals where their cities, etc. Yeah, that's right, Daniel. Portals, I'm just going back in the comments. Portals where their cities. So the cities are in, Daniel, the ocean. They're in different seas, oceans, all over the world. The Indian Ocean, Asia, everywhere. They have these really beautiful big cities. Let's see here. It is amazing. It absolutely is. Polkastar, never mind. Polkastar, what? Let's see. I think if you had a question, I'll try to catch it. Akula says, what kind of sensors do the aliens use? Akula, let's bring you up here. Akula, come on in and we'll bring you up here on the show. Go to the guest option so we can have a conversation. Oh, you're talking to yourself. Okay, Daniel. Let's see here. Oh, okay. You said never mind because I had the information correctly before you. Okay, I gotcha. Teresa says, I heard a doorbell ping to you, hello. And of course, at this time of night, the illustrious trains are going by, as you can hear. Those are trains. Good evening, Bonnie Ellis. One Toyota, good to see you, brother. So these cities that are here, come on in, folks. Come on into Encounters, wherever you are on TikTok. Everybody on TikTok who's interested in the subject of knowing what's going to happen to Earth in terms of the spaceships, the contacts, all that stuff, the people's stories, come on in here. If you're out there in TikTok, I'm going to wave you down right now with my hand. Oh, wait, I'm waving at all you TikTok people who are now scanning. Come on in. You got to come in here now. You're a new person, you're trying to figure out what to watch on TikTok, you probably just got your download on TikTok. This is the place you want to be on the talk show Encounters for 3 years talking about the spiritual cosmic aspects of UFOs. Hey, Amanda, good to see you. And we greet all the new people. Amanda, we're so happy you came here. And that's why our show's so popular, because we're very inviting. We want people to feel welcome here. And we're all about disclosure, about the truth that you're not getting on national TV, on TV stations around the world that have newscasts. They don't even want to talk about the subject right now. But the fact is, we have people here showing video footage on our show. We've had people come on live, show us orbs on the show. We've had people, again, for new people that have top security clearance. And I invite those who are former military or whatever with top security clearance to join us, to be part of the show. We want you to feel included. My father was in the Air Force back in World War II. Amanda, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I've never seen that before. That's really wild. Holy mackerel, man. Holy mackerel. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm going to go in outer space there for a minute. Amanda, thank you. You've been very beautiful. I thank you so much. And this show is a place where we can all, thank you again. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is a place, thank you again. This is a place where we all can come together and not be alone. If you've ever felt alone, you're not alone here. Hey, child, delighted to see you. Rachel, thank you for being here. And, thank you, Amanda. We appreciate that so much. And we have a guest here, user 19142. User 19142. I'd like to know the user that's requesting to come on live. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Hey, Acid TV. Tall human-like beings, very serious, very amazing experience. Hey, Acid TV, let's bring you up, man, to talk about that. Paula N. My dad was in the Air Force World War II. Hello from Massachusetts. Hey, Paula. Yeah, my dad, I never talked to him about UFOs when he was in the Air Force. I'm going to bring Amanda up right now. We're going to get to some no foul language, no smoking on screen, no drinking, no drunks, paranormal discussion, politics, or religion. Hey, Amanda, thank you so much for all those gifts.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. So I watch you all the time and I love your show. But I would like for you to DM me because I came across a guy last night and I just feel that I need to connect you to
Okay.
For some interdimensional experiences that he's having and
Oh, wow.
some equations that he's getting back through these experiences and not
Oh,
just
wow.
himself but the family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to connect the community, I feel like.
Yeah.
So just DM me. I love watching your show. I've had some experiences. I did go to Wilmington and see UFO of God. Chris Bledsoe. We saw 100 or like I think it was 60 the first night of orbs we saw.
Oh, really?
It was amazing.
Tell us about your experience. Can I bring you on camera for a minute or two?
No, because I have to work in the morning. I'm
Oh, okay.
dark.
I
I
gotcha.
just really
Yeah.
wanted to tell you, hey, I love your show. Connect
Oh,
with me.
thank
I
you.
want to connect you with this guy, and I'll come on one night. I promise.
Yeah, I believe you, and that's cool. I mean, it's kind of. I was going to go on earlier, but I was promoting my show for tomorrow night. I made a video, and tomorrow it's going to be really amazing. I'm hoping my friend April, I messaged her, DM'd her to see if she's going to be able to come on, unless she gets taken on the ship again. Hopefully,
Um,
she'll be on with me. And if she is on, we have a lot of. I know she has a lot of information. It was taken off planet the other night, and
I wanted to tell you I had some friends on that live when you went off planet, and it was great meditation, and I love when you do that.
we're
I
going to be doing another one. We're doing it in May. I haven't set the date yet. I'll have it set by this weekend. I'll let people. I'm going to have a video, and we will do another journey to the Golden Ship of Light, which is a huge, huge ship, a living
yes,
ship.
it was good.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So yes, I want to talk more, but um do connect with me, DM me, and then I have to work tomorrow at my office, but I definitely want to connect you with this person because I feel like he's part of the family, and I don't
Oh
know that
yeah.
you're connected. You may already be, but I just feel like, okay, I have to connect.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I'd love to do that, and I probably don't know who this person is, even though I know a lot of people. I'd love to bring that person on the show and talk to them on our show and have them share what they're going through and everything.
Yes, it would be great.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
That's what it's all
you.
about, you know. I
Yeah,
appreciate
so
you.
nice to meet you. And then just DM me. I want to connect you guys.
All right, I'll definitely DM you
And
over the
I'll come
weekend for
up one
sure.
night when I'm not in bed and it's not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dark,
Of
and
course, yeah. It doesn't
it's
make
been a
sense to
long
kind of
week
try to.
and I got one more
Yeah,
day
you
to
got to relax.
go.
You got to relax a little bit too. Absolutely without a question. Thank God it's Friday, as they say.
I know. Thank
Um,
you guys.
okay, everybody.
I'm
Amanda,
in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, block off the
Myrtle
ocean.
Beach. Myrtle Beach has a lot of sightings
Yeah.
off the
I'm
coast.
I've seen them my entire life on the farm.
Wow.
I grew up about 25 miles inland of Myrtle in a place called Gallivant's Ferry. Um, I was baptized in the Little Petey River. That's why the water's so dirty. But I've seen the orbs, which I just thought it was fast flying, whatever lights. But after going and meeting Chris Bledsoe, seeing all of the the lights, I've been seeing this my whole life, and
Oh wow.
it's amazing. I just have not seen them as close as they've appeared to him and his family all the time.
Yeah.
So,
He's having direct con. He's having. I'm sure if I
oh,
can
he's been
interview.
on the ship. He's been on with them, and they have the
Yeah.
upside down triangle in their chest.
Interesting. Interesting. We're gonna. Does Chris Blesso have? Does he have a TikTok account or no?
His I know his daughter does. Yeah, yes, he does.
He
Just
does.
his daughter definitely does, and she posts a lot of videos because um since 2007, the family they're in Fayetteville. They're not far from me.
Oh really?
Um,
We should try to get his daughter on here, and then try to get Chris Blesso to come on the show.
oh, you could definitely get him to come on the show. I have his cell phone. I'll just tell him.
Oh, tell me. I'd love to have him on the show. Yeah, we can set up a night. As long as I have advance notice, we'll set the date up, and we'll get Chris Blesso on here on the show as a special guest. I'd love to do it.
Oh, he's so great. Yeah, I'll
I
send you
mean,
the link
I've
for
heard,
his
yeah, I've
shows.
heard a lot about him over the last 2 years.
Yes, and so I didn't, when I went to the ocean and to see the lights and the orbs, I was like, I told him my experience in 2012, and then he said, "You're one of us." And then when I saw the orbs, I was like, "I've been seeing this my whole life." He said, "I told you,
Yeah,
you're one of us." They got close to you in 2012, but the orbs come really close to him. So,
yeah.
but I
And
really
someone's
want to
asking who
connect you with
Chris
this
was.
other
Yeah,
person because he's literally they're going through some interdimensional, multi-dimensional things, and
yeah,
I feel like I don't know why, because they're looking for mathematicians and this and that, but however, I feel like you fit into the equation somehow, and I would just like to connect you.
yeah. No, I'm very happy to do that. And just Alois, it's actually Chris Blesso, Blesso. Blesso. So you got
No,
you was
B
trying to
L
figure.
E D S O E.
Oh, Bledsoe,
But I want to
BLE.
connect you with someone else. Chris is
Okay.
great, but I want to the guy I saw last night is
It's
reaching
different.
out, and they're looking for people to help them with this interdimensional. They're getting messages back
Hmm.
consciously,
Yeah.
and I don't really want to go into it on the
You don't
live,
have
but
to.
I
Yeah.
just want to
No, you don't
connect
have
you
to.
guys, and I feel
Well,
like you guys belong together to know each other,
mhm.
at least for some reason, and that's all I know. So,
Yeah. Well, your intuition tells you things. So
yeah.
definitely get him in touch with me and I will get him on the show.
And then,
Absolutely.
and Chris Bledsoe, you can get on the show too. So it's two different things, but
Yeah. Two different people. I want to get them both on the show. This new person
yes.
and although I know a lot about Chris, I'd love to interview him. I think he'd fit right into the program here. We'd love to have him on here.
Yeah, I think both. I think Chris we could talk
Yeah.
about because he's out there. I think the
Oh, yeah.
other guy I need to introduce you guys through DM and see where that goes, but absolutely unlimited possibilities because we're in
And I'm
that.
drinking water tonight, by the way. I'm not drinking apple cider,
Okay.
but
I'm
that's a whole
uh,
nother story.
I'm drinking water too, but
Yeah.
um so what I forget where are you at?
I'm in Connecticut. So also it reminds me, uh, after May or maybe in May, I'm not sure yet. We're going to be doing our Ashtar Command first gathering, either at the apple orchard up here, which is a town away from me, or we're going to go on the coastline. We're going to do our first Ashtar Command gathering outside, and we'll be broadcasting it on TikTok. But I don't have a date set yet. I'm waiting till the weather gets stable, and then we'll just pick a date, usually on a weekend, and we'll be doing our Ashtar Command Contact Skywatch event. We've done them last year, we've done them the year before, so we'll be doing them again this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody's invited. And I know, we're in Connecticut, so I know some people have come here from other places, other states, but realize that we are in Connecticut and we are going to broadcast it. When we do it, we'll do it and shoot the cameras into to the sky. So if anything happens, hopefully these spaceships will show up and we can actually, have you see them, everybody out there, you
Yeah,
know?
there's a video on my page from Wilmington the night that we saw all the orbs. However, Chris's daughter, they had cameras set up, so their cameras are obviously better than my cell phone.
Yeah.
But the same video that I posted, they have, but with the better camera because I think they're creating a movie. And so
Oh,
the cameramen are always around lately with their high powered cameras. And it kind of looked like Ezekiel's wheel, like, you know, wheels.
oh yeah.
It was really cool, and they got close, and I can see if I zoom in on my cell phone when I rewatch the video, I can see, but their quality is way better, and it's posted
Oh
on
yeah.
their page.
Oh, good, good.
But I do
This
have
is
it
all
on
good
my
stuff.
page. It's just not is obviously it's not camera quality like theirs, but
Yeah, I'm going to be
it's
getting a new phone very shortly. I'm sticking with Samsung, but I'm going to get a more high quality video camera on it and a more high quality photo photography, whatever it's called, technology, better than what I have now. So hopefully
oh
that'll
wow,
help.
UFO UAP Skyscan says he has a picture of the wheel full of eyes above my house. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. It's almost like eyes on the wheel,
Yeah,
which is like Ezekiel's wheel,
yeah,
is what is described.
yeah. Ezekiel's wheel. That stuff is fascinating to look at. And UFO UAP, I know him. He's been.
Yeah, I just followed you, UFO UAP, because um I mean that is I think when I look at my phone what I recorded, I mean it's not clear, but it you can clearly see that it's like a circle, but it's, like rings within the circle and eyes within the circle, like the cherubim almost, like a legion of angels, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, this is gonna be cool. We're gonna hook up. You're gonna hook up with Blesdo. I'll message him or whatever. I'll message you and everything. We'll converse. And the other person that you're talking about, I'd like to have him on the show too. Once I know a little bit more about what he's doing and everything.
Okay, yeah, sure. Some thanks
Cool,
for
cool,
letting me
cool.
up. I will see
Always,
you
Amanda,
guys
always,
soon. I'm most of the time here when you're on.
Yeah,
I'm on the
it's
East
good.
Coast, so I'm a little bit behind you guys, but
Yeah,
I go to
we're just,
sleep peacefully.
that's a good thing. Peaceful sleep is good. No complications there, you know?
That's
Hey,
right.
Amanda, thank you for coming up here. Thank you for the gifts, by the way, too. I just want to
Oh, yeah.
thank you.
It was my
Thank you so
time to
much.
give tonight.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And
And
this
those
is
are
the
called
time when
future encounters, right? I love them.
yeah, future encounters. And
That's what they're called.
tomorrow night show is going to be Ashtar Command Night, and we're talking about. Oh, thank you, Amanda. We're talking about the future of Earth. We're going to be talking about what the Earth will be like once we have contact, and that's going to be, and not just that. We're going to talk about all the galactic good things tomorrow night that are going to be part of that new Earth. And I did. All the trains are coming through, and I did message my friend April, Friends with Furries, tonight. So hopefully she'll be able to join us, and we'll. But we're going to be on tomorrow night. She was on with me last Saturday. I'm hoping to have her on again this week, this weekend. All right, good to see you. Any other last comments or things you want to share?
No, I'm just grateful to be here, and I'm grateful you're here. And I
Oh,
love you
thank you.
guys.
Well, well, I'm grateful that you're here because without you being here, I couldn't be here. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Okay, Amanda, thank you.
I'll be down in the
And
chat.
all right, I'm going to bring you down off the ship.
Okay, thanks.
And hello and good evening to my friend Grace down on the coast. Good to see you, Skip to Grace, who's a great artist and amazing artist, actually. Let's see here. Acid TV, it's just Kay, welcome. And so we're going to try to get Chris Blezo on the show. I studied a little bit about him for the last few years. When I was first introduced to his name, I was very interested in this person. So we're gonna try to facilitate that once we're definitive about when there will be a possibility of doing an interview with him on TikTok. That would be kind of cool. And this other person, the interdimensional thing, I'm very interested in that too. So very good, very good. Coming up to about 11:35 p.m. on Encounters. So welcome everybody. It's still early yet, so we should start getting people out. My show, people come in later. You think they'd all jump in earlier, but we get in over 200 by 1 o'clock. We're over 200, maybe 300. But I do think TikTok has kind of changed since they went down, last year. I think it's changed a little bit. I don't think they promote shows the way they used to, or people that are on here. They used to promote people almost every hour. You'd see the thing, we're inviting more people. I don't see that coming through the TikTok anymore. So I think they're kind of subduing a lot of stuff here for some reason. I don't know why. It just seems different. But that's all right. Then we just have to work a little bit harder. Jason, welcome to the show. Debbie, good to see you every night here. Gina, Storm, welcome up there in Canada. And one of the things I love is people to share their stories. They don't want people to wake up because people were really waking up. And when people can just come in, I know I'm not going crazy. I think they've really subdued their algorithm. Hey, Jay, that algorithm that used to every hour invite people to come into a live is not doing it anymore. I don't know if they're controlling it. They do it when you first come on. The algorithm says we're inviting people to your live. Now, an hour into the show, it would normally do that again, and you see all these people show up. Now they don't do it anymore. I'm gonna email TikTok about that and see if that's if they can fix that problem, because it is a problem, right? Yeah, control. That's what it is. Timothy, welcome to the show. You're watching Encounters, everybody. Hey, Sharon. Patriot Dad, or Dad Patriot, or Patriot Dad. Welcome to the show. All the new people coming in here. And if you found us, that's great. ZenMe33, welcome. ZenMe, welcome to Encounters. Yeah, people, and for a while, even last year, people said, I'm not getting notifications anymore. So they really kind of stopped sending out notifications. And that's why the numbers are low. They don't notify people like they used to, which is kind of crazy. Considering I have almost 100,000 likes, and what is it now? I have almost Yeah, and on the follows, I think it's 80,000. Could you imagine if TikTok's algorithm was working properly and 80,000 people were getting notifications of my live? I don't think they are. I have a lot of followers and likes, but I don't know these people are getting not. They're not getting the notifications. I'm happy and humbled that I have this many in 3 years, but I worked hard for that. I don't take there are ways to get around that, but I don't take the shortcuts. I want to have real people following me, real people liking the show, and that's important. Jenny, good to see you. Joshua Brackett, welcome. Hey, Faye, and so there's a lot going on. As a matter of fact, we're going to get into. Oops, let me see if I can do this without. There are a lot of sightings going on too. I want to get into. I'm always checking on my thing here for the latest activity around the world. So I'm always looking at the sightings that are happening, and what I see is some people are having some pretty impressive things. I'm just looking here. Now this is on. There's somebody. This is from February 9th. I think it's not, I don't know, 9/2/2025. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what year this is. I'm looking at a sighting here, Phoenix on February 9th of 2025. So this person just posted this video, and it's okay, but it's not. There's other video footage here that we're looking at too, but nothing has really, um, at this point, had me like really excited. Um, in New Plymouth, New Zealand, that's from 2020. But there's been nothing current that has excited me. Brooklyn, New York, January 28th of 2025. But in terms of like real footage right now, I've not seen anything that is like blowing my mind. And I look at everything, and I look every day of the latest information, you know. Venusian, welcome, Venusian babe. Everybody come. Joseph McDonald, welcome to the show. And when we talk about the historical aspects of contact and these spaceships and these UFOs or whatever you want to call them, the orbs and everything, good evening. There's so much that we are going to learn. I mean, the fact of the matter is, you can't conceal the information on international media news forever. The fact that last year the media went crazy over the drone thing, and then all these other things were happening with the orbs. And I guarantee you, the corporate owners of these networks that have news channels they told their people on the news channels, stop focusing on these things, don't integrate it into the news story timeline, because then people are going to start getting interested in asking questions about these so-called drones and these so-called orbs. Oh, interesting, Anna. You're going to a modality conference. Lots of cool people. Good. Give us some updates on what that's going to be like. That ship is the behind me. Yes, that's a representation of a starship. But again, it's an artistic representation, Jay. Absolutely. But there are ships that are even more beautiful in their representation. That's just one idea of what the galactic ships would look like. They don't look like that. That's just, and it's a great question. That's just a representation. Absolutely a good question. Um, yeah, and that's right. Drones are here to look at the orbs. That's right. And the drones that have been watching the orbs or chasing these orbs in the sky, in our night sky, they're basically the green beans sending up these different types of orbs to observe these non-terrestrial spaceships. And many of these orbs that are being observed are coming from somewhere which is basically a mothership. You won't see the mothership, but you'll see the orbs. I've had so many people on here sharing their orb experiences in the skies where they live, and these things are very bright. There can be three or four of them, and they just disappear. Where do you think these orbs are coming from? Where do you think they're going to? There's a mothership cloaked somewhere over the area where these people live. It'd be Europe, on the coast of India, whatever. These orbs come from a larger vessel and are being brought here on Earth and our skies above to observe us in some way. And I think they're observing us to see where our consciousness is, and I do believe that to be true. I'm going to bring up Maddie. The user 19142, I have no idea. There's no profile picture or anything. I have no idea who that person is. Hey, Maddie, how you doing?
Good. So I wanted to let you know I feel so much better today. And my mom came over this morning. She said, "You're glowing. You look so much less anxious than you did. Did you meditate?"
Oh my God, you
So
want to
what
come on camera? Can I bring you on camera?
I
I
look I
think.
look really, really rough today. But
Oh, everyone says they look rough, but I'm telling you, you're as beautiful as you can be, no matter what you look like. It's always within. Don't be too conscious about looks. My hair
okay,
looks like it's okay, but I have to get it cut tomorrow because it's
let me look in
getting
the
hot.
mirror real quick, fix my hair a little bit.
Okay,
But
you can do that.
I was gonna say I am going to be watching your show tonight and also be observing the sky. And if I see anything interesting, I'll let you know and you can bring me on.
Oh
When
yeah,
I came on yesterday, I didn't know that I couldn't zoom in. So, do you want me to wait until there's something super visible or something like
you
that? Because
could.
the orbs, they're here every night. They're always in
Yeah,
different locations, but
yeah.
sometimes there's some that are a lot bigger, a lot more visible. So.
And you know what the thing is? After we did last night, like I said, if anyone, on my show, when I had some problems with TikTok, with my shows not being available. Now everything's been fixed after I contacted them on email. So the other thing about Maddie people need to know is there was explain the story, and I'm going to kind of explain what I did last night.
Okay, so I saw one of those really creepy drones. You call it a string bean, I believe.
Yeah,
Um,
a green bean. Yeah.
yep, and I don't know for sure what it did, but every time it comes around, I get a really spooky, creepy feeling and it pings a low vibration at me. And after that happens, I tend to get anxiety and irritable and things like that. And so I was trying to show the commander on live last night the creepy drone type thing. And after that, it gave me, the anxiety and stuff like that. And so the commander put a kind of like a protective cloak over me and my house and just protected my space. And it made me feel so much better. It's amazing. And like, I'm so sorry I didn't have faith in you before. I know I had came on here once and I had rejected your help. But I'm so happy we were able to do that because I was getting really, really anxious and
Yeah.
in a weird mood.
Yeah, and the thing is, the fact that you came forward and allowed me to do something to help you. Good evening, dude. Good evening, Roxy. Everybody coming in. The reason when you did that and you gave me an opening to help you, and people were watching the show, and now tonight you're with me again, and and I know that I've done a lot of stuff. Not only that, like I said, when I sent the beams of light outside of your house to go after that object. I did send them after them, and I would suggest that tonight, with all the protections I put around your house, around your property, they're afraid to come even near your property. The one that had the negative energy, the craft or whatever, they're
Yeah.
not going to be coming back. I'd be very surprised if they try to do that.
Well, here's the thing. I do see it out there, but it's way farther than what I usually see. And I do think it's worth mentioning that I do live right next to Fort Harrison. I'm very
Yeah,
close to a military base.
yeah. This thing is probably connected with the military base.
Well, it seems to watch not only the orbs and, circle them, but it watches me too. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because the orbs react to me, or I don't know, but it seems like whenever I try to connect with the orbs and really take in its energy, excuse me, because it has good energy, here comes the
Yeah,
drama trying to disconnect that connection.
right. So let me ask you a question. Now that I did dig, they're going to be very sorry if they try to interfere with you tonight. You say that this drone thing is farther away than it usually is from your location,
Yeah, it's farther away and higher up and way across from my space.
and the reason why it is after we did that thing last night when I put the bubble of protection of light around your home and property, it radiates a light energy that will and also because of the beams of light, if that thing came to try to come near you, the shell, the invisible shell around your property is also an energy device, meaning that I didn't mention this before, but if that thing ever tried to come close to you, beams of light would go right after it, and they'd be in a sorry state that that drone or whatever it is, it would be very much in trouble. It'd be in trouble. It'd be in complete trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the orbs themselves also try to help with whatever they may
Oh
be
yeah,
trying to do. Um,
the orbs come from a much larger spaceship.
yeah.
They come from a mothership. I don't know where it is, but the mothership is close. The mothership sent these orbs to be with you specifically.
Hmm.
The military base, knows that these orbs are there. So this drone that they have has a certain kind of energy to it, um, but it's not going to be able to affect you anymore. You've been feeling good today. I always want to have a recap of how you're feeling too after I do something like this. And
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to get near you. Like I said, if any of those things try to get near you, I will send some beams of light that will take them right off the planet. And that technology of that drone will be unusable when it gets off out of the Earth's atmosphere. It'll just be neutralized.
Yeah, I would
And the
love that.
commander can do that.
Let me go on camera because I know you wanted me to. It's kind of dark in here, but do you see the glow?
Oh yeah, wow! Look at you.
Yeah.
This is Amanda, my friend Amanda. She was on last night, and she had,
Maddie, sorry.
I mean, I want to say Amanda. Amanda was on. Okay, anyway, it's one of those nights. Maddie was. I've known Maddie for a while. She had been on a long time ago. She didn't. She had. She didn't really. She was more skeptical of that. I think would be the appropriate word. But then she came on last night, and she allowed me to do some help with her. And look at her tonight. She is so vibrant. Her energy is so. This is so amazing because she's looking so beautiful. She
Yeah.
really is. She's a beautiful person, and I just know when I look at a person that what I did really helped them. So I am all happy and smiles in myself, and I see, and that thing that's out there, it's farther away from her location now because of what I did. They're afraid of me now. Whether it's negative ETs working with that base to do what they're doing, they're at least smart enough to know that they better not deal with the commander on my show here when I have people on here that have been affected by them, because we're going to definitely make them go far, far away, and they won't be able to do anything. And part of what I do is I don't always talk about it. I have the ability now to do more than just take out implants. I could actually use beams of light out of my hand, which nobody will ever see on the show, and say, "Where's the beams of light?" You won't see them. What will happen is they'll go to the location of the person, like Maddie, and they'll go out of her house and they'll go after the negative ETs. So those beams of light are way more powerful than whatever ET ship is out there. I can actually make those ships go away like permanently. Now, how many human beings do you know on social media that can do that? There's not many. I don't think there's any. Like I said, well, maybe yeah, April definitely, Friends with Prairies, definitely myself. I've gotten more. I've been activated by my father off planet, and I didn't know what kind of abilities I have. I know I can destroy implants. I know I can get all the negative stuff from the implants out of a person's body. I didn't know I can go after the spaceships with the beings on them, but I can. So I go after them. I don't care. On my show, people will see me. I'll say, "Look, give me a minute. Don't go anywhere. We're going to send a beam of light out of your house and go after that ship." Now, I don't know where the ship is usually, but the beam of light will be a tracking device and find the ship, and they will have no way of destroying the beam of light because they can't see it, and it'll force them to go off the planet. I've done this more than once now. You know, absolutely.
At I even so they're here but far away, they feel way less powerful than they did. Because again, I saw it, I think it saw me, but I feel fine. It couldn't do anything to me like
Yeah,
it was doing before.
it's been
Um,
neutralized.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And something I feel is also worth mentioning is that my mom and some of my other family on my mom's side also sees the same orbs and also sees the drones. And another thing that's interesting is even so, there are a lot of people that see the drones, or not the drones, sorry, the orbs. Not
yeah,
everybody can see them. I'm like, how do you not see that? It's right there. You can see it in my
yeah,
camera, but they don't see it
yeah.
in the sky.
Interesting. Isn't it
Yeah.
interesting, Maddie, how some people can be standing right next to you, and if I was there, you and I might be looking at it, and for other people, like, where are they? What? It's like the eye is looking, but it's not looking. It's like kind of looking at what it's used to. But if it really looked, really looked really focused on it, the vision of the person's eye would go beyond the 3D to see what is out there, like you and I would be seeing. The other four people would see it, right? But they can't see it because they're just not consciously aware of what you're aware of, I think.
Yeah, it's really, I just thought it was crazy that some people don't see them, especially when I'm showing them. Like, I have the camera up in the sky, you can see it in the camera, but they still can't see it. And I do agree it's a vibrational thing. I think some people that are not really in the 5D new earth energy, or people that are very low vibe, or people
Hmm.
that are very skeptical,
Yeah,
the orbs may not want to reveal themselves. Also, I do think, you've been talking about this for a very long time, but I feel there will be mass disclosure soon. I feel
yeah,
like things here are really coming to a head, and I do believe New Earth is coming here pretty soon. And I would like to tell everyone that, there's a lot of spiritual warfare going on right now, and we need to protect ourselves. I
yeah,
mean, I'm a very spiritual, loving, intuitive person, and I feel like I'm being attacked because of that. Not only
yeah.
monitored, but also attacked. They do not want people waking up. They do not want people to think critically. They're trying to prevent this mass awakening.
Yeah, and not only that, you touched on a really good point as we're discussing this on encounters. The thing is, the reason why they're attacking people because they're losing. They don't
Yeah,
have the numbers. When people, and they'll use human beings even on TikTok and other social media that they can unconsciously control, and those people do stuff that they don't normally do. They'll start attacking other people on Facebook or whatever, and it's not that that person wants to do it. They're being manipulated, their consciousness. And
and
if your consciousness is manipulated and you start attacking somebody who's of the light, it's because you're being manipulated. If these negative ETs um, that have been working with our government for over 70 years, they're all losing. The government people that are working and have been working with the negative ETs since before I was born, they're losing. They're trying to control the narrative of what's happening on our planet with these things, and it's out of
absolutely.
control. They have no control over it. Let's face it.
Right, so
People in
they're
the
going to
DoD
twist
have
it
no
into
control.
something evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's the evil ETs that are coming to take over the planet. The evil ETs are gonna come on down here, land their ships, and we're gonna be slaves to them from their worlds, and we're gonna
I
do
think
what they
there's
want
going
us
to
to
be a
do.
false flag, like some type
Yeah,
of Project Bluebeam type thing where I have a video if you want to see it, but in Washington, while I was out there not very long ago, there were 25 of these creepy red droney lights that came
yeah,
out of lightning. And it wasn't a light show, there wasn't anything like that going on, and they just gave me a creepy feeling.
yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. That's not natural at all. And it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
orbs. And it seems like they're doing little tests to make it for whatever.
Right,
I don't know what they plan on doing, but I do feel like if more and more people are going to see the orbs, they're going to have to do something to control that narrative. And they're going to
right,
make us think that the aliens are evil. They're here to attack us. And I really do feel like this is because they want to create a one world government. They're going to say, "Oh, it's for our protection. We're under
for our
attack from
protection.
foreign
Yeah, yeah,
species."
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The whole thing. And you know what? The one and they and the one the narrative of a one world government based on the people that don't want us to have contact with the star people, their version of a world of unity is a world of control. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the people that are in the world governments that are on the top ends of this thing. all the, it's not just the United States, Russia, China, all these big governments, they have people in their Air Force, their generals, and all these people. They know what's going on. They have
Yeah.
people in their intelligence communities that know what's going on. The thing is, if they can say, "Oh, we're going to bring you into a nice one world government, and everyone's going to be happy here," that's all based on a non-truth. It's based on a manipulation of consciousness. It's based on a manipulation of human beings, right? Like it's a false narrative. What we're dealing with is there's nothing they can do, even if they use the world media to say we had an invasion coming and we had to protect you all over the planet. They came finally and they're here to cause problems for the planet Earth. We have to do what we have to do to defend our planet. That will be the false narrative. The fact of the matter is, everybody, I've been talking about this for years, and I'm talking about this now, and we have to keep reminding people of this, that there's going to be people on the internet, there are, that work for the government. They use social media just like we do. They're going to come up with websites that are going to be having a negative narrative about contact. They already do. They're people that have been doing this for years. Either these people are manipulated by the government or they are part of the government program to use social. Why wouldn't the government get on TikTok or social media to manipulate us and try to tell us, oh, did you know that there's some negative ETs out there? They're a whole bunch of demons, and they're gonna be, you're gonna be going to a place that's not good. And the people that think that's true are being either manipulated by the government or they are themselves part of the government narrative. So here's the
Right.
deal. We have to be vigilant in our truth. We have to be vigilant in what we know. You are the ones who watch this show that are out there in Europe or wherever you are, and you are having you're having direct visual contact and seeing orbs, spaceships of different sizes, different types. You know in your feelings whether that spaceship and the vibe coming from it is positive or negative. If it's negative, then you know it's government or it's negative ETs or both. And Jay, demons is
Yeah,
always
like
the
Jay
thing.
said. Yeah,
Yeah,
they always
Jay
try
said.
using religion,
Yeah,
religion to
religion.
make people scared of things that they can't control.
Yeah, and they come in my live here over 3 years. I've had periodically, oh, watch out for these ETs because they're really demons and they're not good
Yeah.
people. They're all a bunch of demons. Like, like that person saying it is either government or religious fanatic or whatever, and because they don't have the educational knowledge to know what's going on because they believe what they believe because they've been indoctrinated by their
Yep.
religious chapter of whatever to come on and use the TikTok or Facebook or whatever to promote that whole thing. So the
Yeah.
thing that I really think, Maddie, is that people be aware that is that kind of garbage going on social media and on the internet, but also be aware that here on this show we're going to tell you the opposite. We're going to give you the truth. We're never going to show you a bunch of space people in a drawing that look like they have like red eyes that are ready to explode or something, or fangs on their teeth. That's all part of the fear-based negative narrative that some people, even in the UFO community, not a lot, but I've seen it over the many years, even on websites. There are people in the UFO community that promote, whether they're consciously aware of it, a negative narrative of the space people, and it's true. I mean,
And
that's
like
what
you
they do.
said, they're losing. It's like they're drawing it out, but they also like it feels kind of like they feel like they're a dog backed into a corner. They're trying to tighten that leash and regain control in the narrative of things because there's more people than ever that are questioning the system and rejecting the system.
Yeah,
They're seeing it
yeah,
for what it
absolutely.
is now.
I mean, I have, like I said, I have many books here regarding the subject, and one of my books here, if I can get it out, let's see which one this is. I'm not sure what I'm pulling here. I'll know in a second. But this woman here, you can see her a
Hmm.
little bit. She's a friend of mine. I haven't seen her in years, but her name is Omnionic. And she wrote a book called From Venus I Came. It's out of print. This was her latest book, Venusian Trilogy, Volume 1. I Came, Angels Don't Cry, My Message. She's very beautiful. She's a lot older than she is now, but she still looks very beautiful. And she is a Venusian. She comes from the fourth dimension. where she said she came from. She came on Earth many, many moons ago when she was young. A little girl had passed on. She came off a ship, and the way I understand it, I'm not sure what happened when the little girl died, but she came into the form, and she has been here ever since. And she would be, I think, in her 70s right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
Yeah, I
so
also
yeah.
really like Dolores Cannon too.
Oh man, she was great. She was so Dolores Cannon. When she, I loved her when she was alive, and her messages are timeless. Her knowledge was way advanced back then when she started doing it. She was giving us a future cast of what the everything would be like. She was like way out in there. She knew everything. She was just an amazing lady. You know,
Yeah,
I wish she was still
absolutely.
here, but her message is still here. Her videos are still here, so we can at least glean some information from that.
I like what she says about the background people too. There's some people here that you can just tell they don't have a soul. They're
Yeah,
nothing like us, you know, you can
yeah,
feel it. And then I have to think to myself, why do I care what these people think when about half the world isn't even real people? You
right. It
know?
isn't. We have a bunch of
I know.
like half the billions of people are sleeping, walking
Yeah.
around like robots, doing what they're told. It almost is like the movie The Matrix, where you have half
Yeah.
the Matrix is really telling us that the population needs to wake up, that the population is asleep. They're walking around doing what they're told, and they're not realizing that they can break out of that and be themselves. They don't know what they are, who they are, because they're being controlled, manipulated. If you have a computer, the computer does the same thing as the other computer, and everything becomes a computer. So when humans are no longer computers and humans are becoming human, awakened beings, then we have busted the matrix. And it's always been my philosophy here for years, not just on here, is I'm here on Earth to bust the matrix. I'm here on Earth to challenge people's belief systems, to wake up, you know.
Yeah. And you can always tell when you run into one too, because you present them with anything that makes them think outside the box, they'll get aggressive immediately.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're scared. That's why they respond. They
Right.
attack because they're
Yeah.
scared now that they don't. If they don't attack you, then they're going to be lost. They're not going to know what to do anymore because this is what they've been believing pretty much all their life, right? But now
Like,
you're challenging them. Yeah,
like mm, Morpheus said, they're so hopelessly dependent on the system, they will fight to protect the illusion.
yeah. I remember more, and the actor that played Morpheus was excellent, great character. But also, there's a lot of truth. If people watch the Matrix movies, there's a lot of truth in what they were saying. They were really talking about a control of the Earth population, and that's what they were getting at back then when they created those movies. You know,
Yeah,
really, truly.
I think it's a documentary, not a movie.
Oh, oh,
Oh no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's just what a lot of the people say, the comments that, okay, this is actually a documentary at this point.
right. There might be a documentary called The Matrix, but it's not the same as. But we're kidding around. But The Matrix
Yeah.
is really good. If you've never seen The Matrix, with Keanu Reeves, you need to see it. It's really quite amazing.
Yeah, it
And
will
there,
open your mind for sure. There's no
yeah,
going
yeah,
back once you take that red pill, I believe it is.
yeah, yeah. That pill. The only thing I wouldn't want to do is have those things stuck into my neck to do that. I'd just rather do it. But that's just the way the movie was there. But basically, what they're saying is, folks, we need to be in control of our lives. We can't depend on the matrix of computers to start telling us what to do. That can be a very dangerous situation. Um, I think what we need to do is just focus on telepathy, learning how to meditate, telepathy, focus, and learning how to make connections through telepathy when you figure it out with your star family, wherever they are. They could be in another galaxy or solar system. We all have the power within our consciousness to do it. We just haven't done it because we've never been trained to do it. We've been trained to use our brain to just get along and work every day and go to the beach during the summer, maybe go on a trip somewhere or go on a cruise ship on Disney. We've never been taught to, well, we have so much more power in our consciousness than we've ever used, and we just have to learn how to use it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a good way to start is to question everything you're told, especially authority figures.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Maddie, I want to thank you for being here. You're just a blessing. And she was on the last night, which will be eventually on my YouTube channel, Astronaut Command Spaceship News. I just got that back and running properly, the TikTok thing. Um, and you can watch what we did last night with Maddie and how she's transformed from that. And that negative drone craft or whatever is out there, it went farther away from her home because it was forced to. It can't get near her now, and it's basically been kind of neutralized. It's not going to. I guarantee you, from here on in, since last night, she'll be able to sleep well. There'll be no beams of light coming from this thing trying to attack her. I guarantee you, she has full control and she's protected, absolutely protected after last night.
Absolutely. I'll stay on your show for tonight. And like I said, if I go outside and I see anything really interesting that I feel like people need to see, I'll comment and I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know if you do see
Okay.
anything real and it's really showing up. Matter of fact, you can use your consciousness, Matt. You already know this.
Yeah.
Just use telepathy and just close your eyes. And when you're looking at something that is of the higher level of consciousness, talk to them and see if they'll come closer so we can get them on video live on the camera, and we'll bring you right back up.
All right, perfect. I will do that. Love and light, everybody. Thank you so much. Good night, Commander.
All right, thank you, Maddie. We appreciate you. We're gonna bring her down. What a beautiful soul. What a beautiful soul. That's Maddie, and what a difference after working with her last night and protecting her. How different that is, and that's what I do here. I have a lot more galactic power within me than I ever had before. I just haven't learned how to use it all. And it all comes from the palm of my hands, right? My palm, my father activated the palm of my hands is where it all comes from. So not only can I take out implants, but I'm able to go after the negative ETs with a beam of light and actually force them off planet or at least away from the person that they're trying to, manipulate. And I want to thank my parents on the ship, my father specifically, for giving me this ability that I just started to get last year. And I do thank him. And his name is Rhubarb. My father on the spaceship, his name is Rhubarb. My mother's Luna. I have two sisters and a brother. Do you know anything about 3D and 5D? Yes. Why don't you come on up, Mr. Extraordinary? Come into the queue, Mr. Extraordinary, and we'll bring you up on the program. There's a guest option. If you press that, I can bring you up here. Hey, Dimple, it's good to see you. Sandra, everybody coming in here. We're at about 66.5 thousand. We need everybody. You see the top thing where it says 6646? The tapping is getting slow. Everyone needs to tap on the screen, and those numbers will go up past 70. So those numbers don't go up automatically. You have to tap. We need every single hundreds of people to tap on the screen. We can get up to 100,000 before 12:30 easily. I want to be over 100,000 before 12:30. Can we do it? Yeah. Just focus on the top corner where my profile is. You'll see the numbers there. And as you watch them go up, if you tap, you're going to bring those numbers up higher. So tap as much as you can, as fast as you can. Let's get it going. Let's see here. I'm a bit shy, but okay. No problem. We're going to be going actually beyond fourth and fifth dimensional frequencies. We're going to be going a little bit higher than the fifth dimensional frequencies. Hey, Kitty, good to see you. We're going to be going a little bit higher. Now, the fourth dimension is also a very spiritual area. The fifth dimension is even more spiritual than the fourth, but we're going to be a little bit higher than the fifth. And those are spiritual vibrational patterns. Hey, Timmy, good to see you. And so we're going to be definitely seeing that kind of thing happen. I think the most important thing, brothers and sisters, that we can understand is that we are more and more getting closer and closer. Thank you, Kitty, for the heart. I thank you for the hand heart. We are getting closer and closer to events that are to be happening on our planet. I would say Saturday night we'll hopefully have more information. I think things are rapidly expanding. When I say expanding, everybody out there, I think we're going faster. I think our days are going quicker. I think we're rapidly fast forwarding to a point where we're going to be having, hey, Dimples, thank you. When we have the contact, it's going to be a most beautiful experience for everybody on the planet. The way we look at Earth now, look at how dysfunctional our planet is. if you look around the world, it is the most dysfunctional groupings of people that are running around trying to keep control of the earth. It's really going, yeah, Aquamarine, it is going fast, yeah. And I think the problem is when I monitor Earth-based news media, all these people that are in these positions of religion, power, whatever, they're actually falling apart. They're actually all falling apart, and the reality is, people realize that these people are falling apart. We're at 80,000. We're getting there. I want us to get up to 200,000 by 1 a.m. I think we can go over 200,000 easily before 1 a.m. So definitely welcome to the show. Nana J, welcome. Greetings to all the people, all the new people. Greetings to you. Thank you, Mike Masters. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. And I think the beautiful part is that I'm actually enjoying Trash and Folk. Hey, Trash and Folk, good to see you. Welcome. Greetings to you. And Sean, Vincent Morsill, I think it is. Welcome, Vincent. I'm CmdrAleon, the host of Encounters, and we're on nightly, and sometimes I take a night off here from 11 o'clock normally till about 1 a.m. for 2 hours. Marabella, welcome back. So we do a 2-hour show. Sometimes we forget how long we're on, and we go to 1:30. But I figure 2 hours is pretty much a good time for what we do. Mr. Extraordinary, what do you think about the claims of Flight MH370 disappearing from the sky purposely by our government? So I know a lot about Flight 370. I have talked about it. When it happened over 14 years ago, I talked to a person on YouTube. I happened to be on YouTube, and this person when it happened, was tracking the radar at the time it happened. He had the flight radar tracker, and he tracked it. What happened to Right, as a matter of fact, I'll show the video of what happened. I'm going to show you the video of what happened, people. Let me get the video here. I have it here. Hold on a minute. I think I have it on my. I think I have it on my Ashtar command thing here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So I want to show you what happened to Flight 360. And if I can find the video, I'm going to show you the flight radar tracking from 14 years ago. And what I want to say is, hey, Half Pint. Oh, thank you, Half Pint. Oh, good. Thank you, Half Pint. Well, I love my dad, Rhubar. I love him. I can't wait to see him. I just want to let people know, and thank you, Half Pint. My father, Rhubar, misses me a lot, and I know they watch me all the time. I don't even know when I'm sleeping if they show up here in my night sleep. But I love my parents, my space parents. I love them. I can't wait till I see them. Do you know how much I love them? I love them a lot. I love them a lot. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to do the 370 thing, and then Trash and Folk, what are your thoughts on the impending cataclysm within the next 10, 20 years? Will we reach ascension? Well, we're not going to have any cataclysm. I'm not sure. I know about that part of some of the things people are sharing. Once we have contact, we're not going to have any kind of cataclysm. We are going to go through earth changes. We are going through a transitional stage, but we won't have an impending doom thing happen on the planet. It's going to be completely opposite. Hey, Greta, good to see you. Everybody, Money, welcome. So I want to show you, as the other person asked me about Flight 370, I want to show the tracking radar. Flight tracking radar. And when I show you this, what's going to happen? There is video footage of the flight tracking radar. I know I saved it. I saved it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it here. It's on my TikTok. I will take a look here. I think it's on my playlist here. Okay, we're going to find it. Oh, here it is. I got it. Malaysian 337. I'm going to show you the flight tracking radar. I know, and you're going to be amazed. I'm going to show this to you right now. Let me get it here. I'm going to show you what happened to the flight. Okay, and when you see this, you're going to see the Malaysian flight go over the water. And let me see if I can. I want to see it turns into a spaceship. Okay, it's going over the water. I'm going to see if this is the one. I think if this is the unedited one, you'll see like a spaceship, like a gold circle. And I'm looking at the flight. Then I'm just trying to see if the spaceship thing is in there. Oh, okay. Okay, you're going to see it disappear. This is 14 years ago. I'm still trying to find that. I'm going to show it to you here. But you're going to see it disappear. Now let me go here back and see if we have the video. Large UFO. Okay, let's go to Flight 360 here. Give me a second, folks. Okay, Flight 370, I mean. We're going to show you something. All right, so I'm going to try to find there's a video that shows it. I had it here. And I think they tried to wipe it out. Let's see here. I think they tried to wipe it out. Okay, let me go backwards here. MH. Okay, let's see. MH370. We're going to go to the flight tracking. And let's see if we can find it here. I'll say flight tracking with UFO objects. I hope people had the flight tracking. But I'm going to show it to you anyway. Let me see if I can show you this one here. Let's see. Let's go back. What I really want to show you is after I show you the tracking radar. Let's see if this one has it on it.
Meet the new standard in sleep.
And what you're going to see in a minute is, if I can show it to you, let's see here. Let me show you the radar. You're going to see what happens to the flight. I'm getting here. So you won't see the objects that look like jets. Okay, so here's what I'm going to show you right now. Here's the actual footage. Let me just go off of this here for a minute. I want to show you this. This is the actual radar tracking, and you're going to see it disappear. Now, there are 3 objects that you won't see in this one. They edited the footage from the flight tracking radar, but you're going to see this thing disappear. Watch this. Then I'm going to show you the objects that took this off planet. In about a minute or two, now, in the original video of the tracking, there were 3 round objects that looked like they turned into jets. Then they turned into round objects surrounding MH370, and watch what happens. You're not going to see the objects because they took them out of there. You're going to see this thing disappear in a minute. Watch this. Okay, it's going to disappear. I'm going to show you another video that right there, poof, it's gone. I'm going to show you another video which shows what happened. I'm going to show you another video here. Let me go into this thing here, knock that out. And we'll go to showing you this other video. Let's see if I have another one here. Okay, we're going to show you this here in a minute. Yeah, they basically, from the original tracking, they took out the objects. But now I'm going to show you is what actually really happened here. Give me a second here. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go to this specific area. Let's go out of this here. And I'm going to put MH370 UFOs. Okay, so now you're going to see what actually happened to it. And we'll see if we can show you the real footage here without... I'm just checking. Okay, this is not what I want to do. Hold on a minute. Okay, this is going to be what you're going to see. I'm going to show it to you in a minute here. Here we go. So watch this, and we're going to show you what happened to this. Forget the abducted by UFOs. They weren't abducted, but here's the video. So as you watch this on the screen, you're going to see what happened to flight. So before it disappeared, it was over the ocean. It was over the ocean. And then it disappeared. It was taken by 3 spaceships to a mothership. It was taken basically out of this dimension 14 years ago. All right. I want you to watch this again. Malaysian Flight 370. Watch what happens. Forget the whatever. Just watch the point of the aircraft. Okay, where is it here? It's there. There's the aircraft, MH370. Then the objects, the 3 of them, followed it over the water, and then within minutes, It was taken, they circle it, they follow it, they circle the whole thing. MH370 never ever crashed in the ocean. It never crashed in the ocean. There's no debris. And it went on, it was taken onto out of our dimension into another realm. And it was taken into a large spaceship. I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to try to find the radar tracking I had with the spaceships on the actual radar tracking I was showing you before. There were 3 objects that looked like jets, but they weren't jets. And when they got over the water, at the time this happened, Dabu 007 on YouTube showed me, I interviewed him on my show, the icons that looked like jets turned into circular disc objects. So it was taken out by 3, it wasn't taken out, it's probably the wrong word. It was actually taken off planet by 3 specific objects that actually were intercepting it. Now, people are asking, why MH370? Why was that flight taken? Why wasn't it like an American airline jet? Or why wasn't United with a bunch of people going to Hawaii or something? The people on that specific flight, MH370, many of them were very highly intelligent people. I don't know what their backgrounds were, but I do understand that many of them were very, very highly intelligent in different fields. And I do believe, after 14 years of analyzing this and researching it and doing an interview with the person on YouTube when it happened that week, that that they are alive. These people are alive. They didn't crash anywhere. They're on some other place. They might be even on another planet, far away from our planet. And I believe someday they're coming back. I believe someday they will be coming back. Almost like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when all those people came off the big spaceship, as an analogy, off the top of that mountain, and they came from different decades. Airline pilots and all these people, Air Force people. I do believe these people are on another planet. They were taken to learn things, and as a group, they will come back. I do believe that to be true. I'm going to bring up Half Pint on the show, and I'm very interested to bring Mary and Ray up here. So I've studied Flight 370 for years. Hey, how you doing, sister? I've studied this for years, and because I did the first interview and the only interview of the person on YouTube when it happened, I knew after I spent time meditating on it, I know that they're in good places. Those people, the Malaysian families, I always say, I am sorry that for you not having your families with you, but they're alive and well with galactic people that are helping them, and they've been learning for years. They probably have a very more advanced consciousness than they did before. Hey, Mary, welcome.
Hi,
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Hey, hi. Yes, I can. I think you have some information. Oh, there's a motorcycle coming by. I think you have some information.
So, I'm supposed to tell you that your dad says he loves you and he misses you very much. And your mom says hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm listening to you.
Okay, and I'm supposed to tell everybody on here that they have angels sitting right next to them right now. That comes straight from Jesus.
Wow. Very cool. When did you, that's interesting. When did my parents contact you?
Just now.
Oh, you're kidding me. How did that happen? Was
No.
that telepathic communications?
Yep. I don't know. I'm still not.
No.
I'm still not, it's still kind of funny when I get these messages. I've been going around all day telling people, you got angels to the left of you.
Oh my gosh. Everything is everything is spontaneous, like well, I've known, Mary and Ray for as long as I've been on here on TikTok. Hey, look, if my parents are saying hello to Ray and Mary, why not? They're working with the Anunnaki, so why not? You know, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I know I was hanging out with April. I try to get on her live when I'm not on my live. I try to listen in, just catch up with things. So she might be on later. So I sit around, just I don't stay until 2 in the morning because I'm just tired. But so hopefully we'll have April on tomorrow night, and we'll have more information to share with you regarding Astro Command Night, which is one of my favorite nights. Is Astro Command Night. Not that every other night isn't favorite of mine, but I love just pretty much every night. But Astro Command Night, we get really more focused about the contact, about the future of the planet, and all the good things that are happening, because it's all positivity, and that's what I'm all about, positivity in every possible way, Yeah, definitely. So,
Commander,
I do know
is there any way that you can go on my page and show that picture of Jesus?
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I have the capabilities of doing that. I'm pretty new to TikTok. Your name is Mary? My name is Ken. I don't know if I'm able to do that. You call yourself a half pint. I kind of figured out why you're called a half pint. Because the other half of your pint is Ray. And if you put two half pints together, you become a full pint.
Yep.
I had to say that. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. So here I have the picture. Let's see here.
Commander, it's really weird. So you're talking, right? I'm seeing your lips moving, but I am not hearing everything you're saying.
Watch this. I'm going to be a ventriloquist. I'm going to do like Charlie Chaplin. Watch this. Anyway, if anyone thinks that their audio on their telephone is going silent, let me tell you that I'm playing with you, but everyone's phones are fine. Let me do this here. I'm really good at doing that. I didn't know I can do that. Let me show you this here. This is I got to go on off my green screen here to do it. Let me do this here. All right, let's do this here for a minute. And this is I'll turn my light off for a second here. Here we go. Now you can see me, and I'm disappearing. I'm being taken on a spaceship. I'm going there soon. I'll see you soon. No, I'm not going to do that to you. I can't help it, folks. I was born with a comical sense of humor. My space father would tell you. Here's the picture. Can you narrate what happened when that happened, that picture?
Yep.
Pretty cool. Almost like translucent in a way,
Yep.
See, everybody, that's a really cool picture there. And the one thing I love with Half Pint, just like my friend April, they really are dedicated to documenting. Let me turn the light on again.
Okay, so Ray's standing right underneath him.
Mm-hmm.
That picture right there, Ray's right underneath him. So he came to say hello, and I think he opened me up some more so I could hear everybody.
Oh, interesting. So you had yourself, because I know you've been working. I know Ray's been having. People don't know the Ray. They're in the Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania. Just so you know, if you're new to the show, Ray and Mary I've known for a couple of years. They have. They initially, when they first came on, they were just starting to have the contact with the Anunnaki, and then there was all these other energies trying to interfere with it. And they've come a long way. I mean, I would say now, looking in 2025, there's almost no interference with your contact with the Anunnaki anymore. Am I correct?
None whatsoever.
Yeah.
By the way, in that picture that you just showed, that picture that you just showed, there's another one there that shows Ray's chromium ship.
You know what? I could show that. I was looking at that briefly. And
Mm-hmm.
I will show it as a chromium ship. Let's see here. And let me show that picture. I'll show people the chromium ship. I do have the picture here, so let me show it.
I think
Let
it's
me
pretty
just.
cool.
And these are pictures from Ray and Mary up in the Appalachian Mountains here. Here is what is called a chromium ship. And again, understand these are very high vibrational frequencies of energy. So the way we're seeing it in their frequency, they'd be more solid than what Ray's saying, looking at the ship. That ship would be considered pretty low to near ground level.
Yep,
Correct?
right above Ray. I don't know how he does that, but he does it just about every time he's out
You
there.
know, Ray has he's very connected. Like, I mean, you're connected too, but Ray seems to be the one that is not to keep you separated from that connection. You are, because you're a couple. But he seems to be the one they want to initiate the contact with, and they also want you included, but they want Ray to be there first for whatever reason. Who cares? As long as it's happening, right?
Well, they told us,
Doesn't
they said that we're stronger together. So they like it
yeah,
when we're together.
yeah. Look at that. That's a chromium ship, but it's translucent because again, they're operating on a very high frequency. So when people say, "Well, how come it's not solid? How come?" Look, how many people get a picture like that of a chromium ship that is translucent, that low uh, on their property? If you can show me somebody that does, I'd be happy to entertain that. You know, but that's
Yeah, I don't
interesting
know.
because
They really love Ray. Like, I think he's the catalyst, and I'm just I just give him more energy, I think.
well,
So
I
he
think
can do
you're
his thing.
yeah, I think you kind of ground things a little bit on the property. My wife, she feels she has to ground me
Mm-hmm.
all these years. And I said, you know, you don't have to ground me all the time. You could be not having to ground me all the time if we're not going somewhere. And I try to let her know that she doesn't have to ground me all the time. And but she does. She feels like part of her mission is to ground me, and I feel bad, be not bad, but I feel like she shouldn't have to ground me all the time. Just like with Ray,
Yeah, but you know
you're.
what? We do it because we love you guys, so don't worry about it.
I gotcha. And you know what? We're at 125,000, which is pretty cool. And we'll be on till 1 o'clock tonight. It's been a great show. And just as an update from last night when I tried to talk about my shows were not available that are downloaded on TikTok. Well, they record, TikTok records this show, and then you go to your live, this thing called live events, and then live, which is all your recorded stuff. Most people will have a live recorded, and they might even look at it. You can actually post whatever you recorded live and download it on, if you have a YouTube channel or whatever, Facebook, you can download it. I download every show. I put every show on YouTube, and you can always watch the show if you missed half the show. You can watch interviews like this with Mary and myself, and like with Maddie on earlier. You can actually recap what we talked about and not miss any one of my shows because they're all on my YouTube channel. Absolutely. We have Paranormal in the Philippines, Paranormal Ghost Shark. Hey, Paranormal, good to see you.
Hi, Paranormal.
You know, and it's just really a good thing. I want everyone to follow me, not just here. Go onto my bio. If you see the red button that says follow, press the red button before you leave tonight, everybody. And also, the Maya Coat, thank you for the gift. And it's really great to have everybody here on Encounters because we're busting the matrix every night, almost every night. Once in a while, as I said, sometimes I need to re-energize my energy, like all of us. We all have to take a break from the technology, and sometimes I'll take a night off and just go to sleep early and chill out. But it's all good. It's all good. Hey, Mary, I want to thank you for being up here tonight, and
Thank you,
I want to
Commander.
say hello to the Anunnaki, your brothers and sisters, your family on the ships there. We send our love to the Anunnaki who work with the Ashtar Command, and Ray and Mary are doing terrific work. Mary and Mary are on the Intergalactic TV network. What time do you guys go on? You do live, so let's let people know when you're on doing your thing.
We'll probably be on tomorrow at 7.
7 o'clock.
at
So
night.
I'm starting this thing. I'm loosely starting this thing called the Intergalactic TV Network with people that I know are doing lives. So I'm starting a whole network here on TikTok of certain people, and of course, my dear friend April, Friends with Furries, she's part of our Intergalactic Network, and she's on usually after I get off. Sometimes she's on earlier, but if you see her on, I find her as being part of that network. So we're going to start a loose network, depending who I know and what their information is, and if I think their information is accurate, I'll put them on the network, because I know the people. I've known Mary and Ray for years, not years, but for 3 years. I've known April for as many years since I first interviewed her. So I know the people that are. I know James. Yes, you are with the orbs. So those are the things I'm doing here now to try to loosely put together a network of people on TikTok who I feel have great information to share. And so thank you, Mary and Ray, for being here. I'm gonna give you a raise on your show. I know you've been getting zero money dollars. I'm gonna raise it
Yeah.
to a double zero. Just so you know,
Okay.
2 zeros are better than one. Just kidding. Oh my.
So I'm
The net
supposed to tell you that your mom's gonna flick your ear to let you know
flick.
she's there.
My mom is gonna flick my ear. How will I know that? She'll flick my ear.
Because you're gonna feel it.
Okay, so I'm right here now. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, my mom is called Lunar. I'm a healthy skeptic because that's just the way I am. I mean, I know all about my contact and everything, but I'm going to challenge my mother to flip my ear right now. I'm going to take my glasses off here, and if she's here, I want her to flip my ear. If I don't feel a flip, then I'm going to trip. If I'm going to trip and I don't feel a flip, then I'm going to have to get a grip. I don't feel a flip.
You will. It might not happen now, but you're gonna feel it.
Well, you know what I'd like her to do? If my mother Luna is actually physically here, I would like her to not be invisible. If she's, if she's coming here at some point, they don't work in like it's not like they say, okay, I'm going to be here, Commander, at about 1 o'clock in the morning, your time. But I would like for my mother, if she's going to come here, to physically manifest herself so I can give her a hug. Hey, I'm your son. Now, for people that understand the story, I have a mother off planet. I know some of you probably are new here. I do actually have a mother off planet. And my friend April has her parents off ship too on the Astro ship. So we both have parents. So if she's going to come here, I wanted to do tonight. I didn't do it. I probably will have to do it Sunday night. I wanted to do another thing where we come together, like I was trying to do a little bit last night. I know there's something I was supposed to do tonight, but hey, look, Sunday night we're going to do this thing where we're going to try to have everybody make contact with their star family. We're going to do that Sunday night. I'll make a video about it so I can plan on it Sunday night. All right, that's what we're going to do. But if she's going, and we're at 134,000. I want to tell people right now, we've had 2,300 people since 11 o'clock watch the show. 2,300 people, even though we have 263, 2,321, or is it 2,300 people, 2,300. That's a lot of folks. So if they got a little bit of my energy, they'll be back. They might have been just tourists, like, on TikTok traveling around, but they'll be back.
Yeah.
They're going to be back.
They'll come back.
Someone's saying, Lynn's saying, why did my mother speak to you and not to me?
I don't know.
No idea.
Just happens that way, I guess. You got different messengers, so.
But I know that I don't press it, but I know that if I push to shove my parents, because I do, it could be that I'm not able to hear them, Rogue. It could be that that's my thing where I'm not hearing them. And that's why, and that's probably something I need to work on, because we all need to work on something, right? I don't ever feel like, wow, I've done it all. I've not done it all. I've not even begun to do it all. If I did it all, I'd be actually hearing them, and that's something I need to work on, and I feel good about that. Knowing it, I've been knowing that for a while. That if someone's more open to hearing it, it'll happen. So I will definitely get there, but I am going to proceed to tell them that I wish them to come on here. I mean, I wish them to come in the room. My mother, just come and visit me on a live one night or something. Come here. I know they can hear me on the ship. Come here. I know there's a lot of stuff going on off planet, but come on here for just like a half hour. Then go back on the ship.
They said they visit. They say they visit you every night. They come and watch over you and your family.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, then I'm not tuned in. I'm not. That's where I have to learn to tune in and adjust my frequency.
You just need to let it happen. You just don't want it so bad. You just got to let it happen.
You see what it is? You just took the words out of my mouth. I've always wanted it to happen so bad because I wanted it so bad. It's not, even if it's happening, I wouldn't know it because I wanted it so bad, Very, very
Well,
true.
I was doing that. Ray had to talk me down a little bit because I was like, man, you're getting all this contact and I'm not getting nothing, right? Ray's going, don't worry, it'll happen.
Yeah,
it happened.
Yeah, and that was like when we first met. You were like, "Oh, he's getting all this stuff." I'm like, I'm just a sidekick here for the show.
Yeah, I'm the witness.
I'm the witness. They call me the witness. And hey, welcome. Yeah, now witness, can you tell us what the person who's not the witness is doing? Is that person going? Now you're sitting. He's leaving you alone in the house. He goes on the Anunnaki ship. He leaves you home alone with the pets and with the Bigfoot out there in the woods. And you're just sitting there saying, what's going on here? You leave me home. You love me, but you don't take me with the Anunnaki on a ship. The Anunnaki don't take me on a ship. What's going on here? But I can tell you, all kidding aside, recently, I say recently, in the last few months, you have had the experience of going with Ray on the ship, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have. Yeah. I go with him every time now.
Yeah, see, that's really beautiful. Anita, hello, how you doing, Anita? That's just a beautiful thing that you're able to do that, be a part of that experience, and you come back together. And like I said, when it's time for me, because initially I was like, I want to go on the ship too. I want to go on the ship too. Now I'm like, I'm just like chilled out, relaxed, and they'll take me when they're ready. They'll come through the wall and they'll open a rift up. And when they're ready to take me, they're just making sure that I am totally ready to be taken off planet when they do it.
And you know what's funny? Is you won't even feel yourself like going through a rift. You'll just end up in this room or on the ship. It's almost like you're there and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you disappear down here and you're there all of a sudden.
Yeah. I think I'll never conform. Hey, so I've come to a conclusion. I'll never conform. I know he is a friend of ours on the show. I think they're like really just trying to get me ready. Some people are more ready than others, and that's why they get taken onto their ship with 140,000. Wow, we're up there now. Initially I was like, why not? Why am I not doing this? But after 3 years of doing this show and what I know now, I'm very much at peace with it, and I'm just going with the flow. And when it's ready to come, it'll happen.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is they're waiting for the right moment. Remember, I told you, I said they're waiting for Ray. They're waiting for something. Remember?
Yeah, and for him, it's still they're waiting with him, even though they take him on the ship. They're waiting for the right moment because there's going to be bigger things for both of you to happen,
right?
And that's why they're doing things. When people say, why do some people have contact with their star family physically, and they have, and why are other people not having it yet who want it? It's because everyone's operating in a different vibrational pattern. And I think that's primarily, as human beings, we operate on different vibrational patterns where maybe we think we're ready to be taken on a ship with our star family, but in essence, we're not physically ready. Our vibrational pattern could be really good, but there's something that has to be adjusted within our form before we be taken on a spaceship. And I do believe that to be true. In the 3 years I've analyzed it. What?
So this is what I'm finding out. So I've really been getting into asking a lot of very hard questions about what is going on right now, right? And the more that I ask these questions, the easier it is for me to get the answers without having to ask chatbot or whatever. Now I just get the messages coming to me.
Yes, excuse me, it's telepathic. It's all telepathic. I want to do the chat thing, GPT thing, just for an experiment. Once I learn how to use it, I want to see what it does. But I'm always fully aware that right here, my consciousness is where the communication is. Your consciousness is where the communication is. And we all have to remember, stop drinking cider and maybe you can go on the ship. That's Grateful Love. Hey, Grateful Love. Well, you know what Grateful Love I want to do, and I know they know this on the ship. I want to bring a gallon of cold apple cider on the Ashtar ship when I do go. I want to make sure, Grateful Love, maybe I should get 2 gallons, and I'll have. But then they have to put the space suit on me. But I'll get the suit on me, and I'll be holding 2 gallons of apple cider, and it should taste really good in space. That would be kind of interesting. Apple cider. And then we'll see how my parents like apple cider. That'd be pretty good. I think we'll have to do that. Maybe bring some actual apples on the ship too. What do you think?
There
folks?
you go.
That could be good too.
Palladian Rainbow, it's 12:54 here.
Yeah.
If you want to know.
And
yeah.
Bird Lover says bring a straw. I might have to do that, and then we can have little. I don't know if they have. I think they have things to drink out of, like a glass or something. We'll pour it in the glass or whatever my family drinks out of, and we'll give them a straw. That'll be kind of interesting. Now there won't be any evidence or pictures of what we're going to do, but I'll just be able to come back when I do come back to Earth. I can tell you all about the apple cider. That could be really interesting. Amanda, thank you. That's amazing. That gift is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And tomorrow night is going to be Ashtar Command night. So we're about 5 minutes away from 1. I want to, get some sleep. We're going to go out for breakfast tomorrow in the morning. And my daughter and her boyfriend are here. And so it's nice. And then nice breakfast in the morning. And just have a beautiful day. Give you updates on my light garden. I got my greenhouse, which I'll show you one night. It's on the one side of me here. I just put it together, and I hydroponically have my grow lights and a little micro hydroponic system. And I've got 7 variety of heirloom watermelons that will be growing. It's very early in the season to be growing anything like that. So I do everything indoors, and these plants will be really strong. And then I'll transplant them out into my microfarming area where I'll be growing these watermelons. And I plan on growing a 250-pound watermelon called the Carolina Cross. It's a big watermelon. If I'm taken on the ship, I'll bring one of the water. I'll bring a 20 to 30 pound. Hey, I'm actually coming over your phone now. I'm going to bring a 20 to 30 pound watermelon on the spaceship. If I get taken on the ship, they'll have to take me when the watermelons are ripe. Then I can bring one 20, 30 pound watermelon on the ship. I can share with the whole crew. That'd be really good. What do you think?
That's a good deal, Commander. I need to answer this question.
Go ahead.
Marina says, so it's half pint and FWF higher vibrations than you, Commander. No, we're not. We're just on different missions. We're not any higher than anybody.
No. The only one that's higher than anybody is me. I get as high as I can. I mean, these people, what are they talking about? I'm so high that sometimes I can fly. So when you get really high up, like if Mary got really high up right now, she would be floating to the ceiling, and that ceiling is pretty low. So you have to be careful that you didn't bump your head. So I'm just kidding you. But if we, it's just no one's higher than the other person. We're all equally here to elevate our consciousness. Everyone here has the same ability to get there. I've always said that for 3 years. Everybody wakes up at a certain point. So if you're just waking up and this person knows a little bit more than you, that's only because they've been awakened to a larger extent more than you have. But then that's just because they're more awakened. When you get more awakened, you'll know what they know. You'll become more equal to that knowledge. But everybody's here to wake
And
up.
everybody's on different missions too. So
Different missions.
everybody's
Yeah.
getting a different mission. So everybody's got to be connected, or else this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
We all got to get along.
And the reason why I'm echoing over Mary's phone, someone said my family's with me, because when I echo on somebody's phone, my parents are there. Anytime I echo on somebody's phone, and in the last 3 years this has happened, it's because they're actually physically, or they're listening in, they're using a person's phone. And Mary's phone is being used a little bit, not totally. If it was being used totally, the echo would get really loud. But if I went to experiment right now and say to my space family, can you use Mary's phone? And they could, but I'm not going to do that. So anyway, it's coming up to about 1:00 in the morning. Let's see. DLO says, Commander, do you ever hear from down the rabbit hole, James? I haven't heard from James in a long time. I don't know if he's even on anymore since everything happened with TikTok. He's probably doing some stuff. He had his own experiences, but I don't see him on anymore. But when he was on, we used to have him on here. So, no, I have not heard from him in quite some time. All right, folks.
I think he's on YouTube now.
Oh, he's doing YouTube?
I think so. I think that's who I was seeing on there.
Okay, maybe he probably went to YouTube. YouTube is a good place to be. So, yeah. I know he's kind of a comedian, so I think he wanted to do more of a variety type show, and so I think on TikTok he's doing it. All right, Mary and Ray's sleeping. I know that he's got his eyelids closed. The guy can never stay awake when I'm live. I'll tell you.
Although they download him all the time. That's why he sleeps like that. It's because they're popping him with downloads constantly. So
what they got to do, Mary, is give him uploads instead of downloads. Yeah. Uploads will get him up. Downloads make you go down. The gravity force. Uploads will make him get up and say, "I'm getting uploads, Mary." And when he gets the downloads, says, "Mary, tell Commander I'm going to sleep." Because anyway. Yeah, I can't help it. I do have a sense of humor most of my life. So when I came on planet Earth, even off planet, doing the things I've done, I always made people laugh on the ships. So there. Anyway, I love you all. Mary, thank you for being on here.
Thank you, Commander.
Great. Thank you for the message. That's been great.
And don't forget, everybody, you have an angel sitting with you tonight. So don't forget. And Jesus will be healing some people tonight. So
yeah.
Be ready.
All right, everybody.
He'll be coming to visit.
And everybody, do your meditations. Make sure you're connecting with your star family. If you don't know who they are, always remember when you're doing the inner communications, your eyes closed before going to sleep, say, I wish to connect with my Christed star family. Always use the word Christed every time you say star family. This way, no cosmic jokers can interfere with your consciousness. The word Christ would scare them away anyway. Always say, I wish to connect with my Christed star family. All right, everybody. Much love to you. Thank you for the gifts. Thanks for being here tomorrow at 11 o'clock, Ashtar Command Night, right here on this TV network. And this is Encounters. Also, Half Pint, check them out on Intergalactic TV network, which we're forming. And also, Yes, You Are. He's on a lot during the morning hours. And we're going to expand the network with people as I want to do that. We'll figure that out. But anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. Have a great night and sweet dreams to everybody else out there. Take care, Mary. We'll see you.
Sweet dreams.
Let's do this thing here. Here we go.